I am Gaurav Taneja.
Hi, my name is Gayatri Manchanda.
Well, hello. I'm Harkaran.
Hi, my name is Harpreet Singh.
My name is Lalit Sachdeva.
So I passed out in 1995. I spent 3 golden years of my life, 92 to 95, at IHM Bhopal, and stepped into the industry with the brand called Hyatt. Started in Delhi because Delhi happens to be hometown for me. It's been a long roller coaster ride through various brands, various cities, and I won't say different countries, though I did go for industrial exposures. But me as a person never wanted to leave my country and get settled elsewhere. So started with Hyatt, moved on to Radisson, and after that, next was Marriott. Uh, in this journey, we started at a phase when the Indian hospitality industry had only two names, Taj and Oberoi's. So all the other brands were first timers into the country. They were stepping into the country to change the complete hospitality perception. Radisson was the first Radisson in the country where I worked. Marriott, one of the first properties they launched was the Renaissance Mumbai. Then I worked with Oberoi's Mumbai, and then came into the country was Accor. Started with Accor Hotels, worked with them for a pretty long duration in the financial capital of the country, that's Mumbai. In my journey, so there were my industrial exposure. The first exposure was with Taj Group of Hotels, Lake Palace, Udaipur. So if I look back and sum up all the brands, so it's Radisson. Taj was exposure in training. There is Marriott, there is Accor, and different cities. Cities, if I have to share with you, include Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Maharashtra, Nagpur. So and Holiday Inn, that was my last operational assignment, which was in Jaipur. And as we speak today, currently I'm working in capacity of a director asset management with Spectra Hospitality. Thank you.
Okay, so you have to remember that I started my career in hotel management in the year 1993. We are the generation which saw the time before the internet and after the internet. So information and the knowledge about the industry was very limited. Um, Service industry was introduced. Friends were going for an interview. We went along, and it was hotels were, there was a charm to hotels, to that service industry. So there was no perception per se, but I was curious to go out, live in another city, and pursue a professional course, which will give me the opportunity to work right after the college. There were myths. Myths were like, people thought if you're doing hotel management, you'll be a chef. So, my neighbors would ask me, हमारे भटूरे नहीं फूलते हैं, बता दो तुम्हें सिखाते होंगे hotel management में. So people don't realize how intense and comprehensive the hotel management education can be. I remember we had 10 subjects in the second year. We studied business law, we studied French, we studied all the core operational subjects, front office, F&B, housekeeping, kitchen stewarding, even engineering. So we were exposed to all of that, but people still think that if you're hotel management graduate, you're learning how to cook.
I'm going to be disappointing a lot of people here. I would say work-life balance is a myth. That's not what you're here for. You're here to build your career. You're here to earn good money and have a great quality of life. Hate mediocrity, go for the excellence, spend those extra hours on the work floor, and I always say this, that if you want to go and do a shopping without looking at the price tag, you need to start working without looking at the clock. You need to make sure that you are putting every inch of your soul into what you're doing to make sure you are excelling in every aspect of your life. How about becoming a general manager in 7 to 10 years of your joining the industry? In 20 years, anybody can become a GM. But if you want to run against the tide and change the dynamics and say that I want to be the youngest general manager at the age of 28, that's what should be motivating you to coming to work every day, learning, adding value to yourself, to the people around you, but making sure that you're not giving up on your dreams and making sure you are right there on the top.
I'm not going to get into technical skills because that itself has a lot of importance. Whatever you do, you have to be fully into it. You should have the depth of knowledge. So even today, to give you an example, when I got into IT industry, I had no clue of what IT industry is, right? But if you have to do sales and marketing of IT industry or IT products, then it was required for me to gain knowledge there. Similarly, where if you end up in hospitality industry, whichever industry, fast food or hotel or any other one, then you should be deep enough. You should know your subject, completely. You should be thorough in it. So I think the skills required first is that you should be thorough in your subject. Then I think the main point of success is of course the skill, but more importantly, how do you use that skill and with what value system you use that skill? Because it's important you can shine in any industry if you know how to be a good human being and if you know how to execute your skill well in the interest of the organization and in the interest of good everywhere. Because moment you start using your skills in a negative way, then your downfall has started. I don't know if I can give you the answer of what skills work. I think any skill which you can specialize in, any skill which you can not just specialize but also deploy it when your job needs it, is a good skill. So I don't want to get into any specific skill as such from a hotel or a industry or a hospitality industry standpoint. But generally, your good balance approach is important. The other important skill which you might want to pick up is the awareness. The world awareness is very important now. You have gained one specialized skill which is fine, but unless you are able to, if you're not world aware, then you will not be able to deploy that skill properly. So knowing what's going around in the world is a crucial skill, I would say, which one can focus on while specializing in the technical skills which are required for your profession.
Go through your hotel management curriculum, go through the routine. Within that curriculum, within that routine, within that study program, there are multiple options available. Accounting, marketing, engineering, not just food and beverage, the housekeeping, the food production and the F&B service and front office. There are multiple options available.